Hello and welcome back to InfraSpace. Thanks again to Dionic Software for providing me with the key to play this for you today. In the last episode, we set up some electronics factories, which of course required mining some copper. And then we moved on to... It is copper, right? Yeah, okay, good. It looks like sulfur, not copper. Then we moved on to making home appliances with those electronics and some additional iron. We also set up steel. And right now we're actually struggling to provide enough carbon for both the steel and the blue science. And since blue science is required to make green science, that is also affecting our green science, which is affecting our science research in general. So right now we have, let's go up to speed 2 because, yeah, we need to get this going. We need to get stuff going here. But actually electronics is also struggling a little. And that might just be because we recently added the third electronics factory. Let's see, we're making 2 every 32 seconds. These need 2 every 36 seconds, so these are producing just more than what's needed for one of these. So there's a little bit of a buffer there. And then these need 4 every 60 seconds, which is 2 every 30 seconds. These need just a little bit more than one of these. So I think we're okay ratio-wise, or at least close enough for government work. But we're having a bit of a problem with getting the electronics in here. Actually, are we? I guess maybe we were at the time. We're not so much anymore. We do get a little bit of an efficiency boost from having the green science being so close to the blue science, which is great. And we do have a decent amount of blue science stored up in the research lab as well as in the green science factory. So we're making some decent progress here. But we are working toward unlocking one-way roads, which is kind of a simple thing that we don't really need right now, but I'm doing it anyway just so we can have those to experiment with. We didn't really experiment with any other roads rather than the basic roads in the alphas, so it'd be good to have some time to experiment with some of these other things here. Green science is done, home appliance is done, steel is done, and we're just making all the things right now. The steel is getting made slowly at least, which is fine. We do have a stockpile of 116 of it, so we're fine with the amount of steel we have right now anyway. It looks like we're producing enough of everything except maybe home appliances to keep the habitats up and running. We're going to need to make computers and have a park available in order to get them upgraded to the next level, but that'll come with the additional technology, of course. I don't know if technology keeps researching while we're in here, so I want to kind of not stay in here. Computers require aluminum, apparently, which, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of time before we get that unlocked. I'm not sure if how we unlock small town? There was a thing. Where was the thing at? It told me how to unlock small town. Oh, it was over here somewhere. City stats? No. City level. There we are. So we need to have 300 citizens at level 3 in order to unlock small towns. So we actually need to because we need computers and the park, wherever the park is. Don't know. Oh, there it is. Large buildings. Okay. So we actually need to radically expand our habitats, our colony, our civilization here. Yeah, so we need to do that before we can get a whole lot of other stuff done. So at 12 per habitat, 300 is going to be 25 habitats. Wow, that's impressive. And it looks like we might be very, very close to it being a 1-to-5 ratio on the simple farms. This is not really increasing a whole lot, because this has been a little bit since we placed the most recent one down. So it might be time to, well, maybe not. Maybe let's add another one and see what that does for us. Another habitat, that is. But we're still doing okay also on atmosphere processors, so we're going to let that keep processing. And we're going to get real close, I think, also to the limit on those as well. We'll have to put up another one pretty soon. I'm guessing... No, we still have plenty of appliances stockpiled. So when we're ready for this... How did you get computers? I'm guessing that's a bug. Because it's showing... Yeah, it's showing... Survive... Okay, yeah, it was just a bug. Excuse me. Yeah, there's definitely a bug there somewhere. That is certain. And we're upgrading now, so let's see how this maintains. Just so we can try and calculate what the ratio might be. Because we don't know how fast these consume food. There's nothing that tells us, that I can see at least. So we really need to identify what this ratio is so we know how many farms to have compared to how many habitats to have. Also real close on the power. These each require... No, these don't require power. We need to put up some more. Did we unlock the science, the tech for the... No, we did not yet. The improved wind turbine blades so we can have them closer together. So we'll do that as soon as we can. Alright, so you are good. Are you stockpiling again? And are you stockpiling again? We've unlocked one-way roads. Hooray. Alright, let's unlock solar panels. Just keep the science going. One-way roads are here. So this works the same as the other roads from what I'm imagining, only it has one lane. So if you want your... So for example, if you have an iron mine out here and you only want the roads... Let's do replace road. And you only want the roads to go... or only want the trucks to be able to go one way in a road. I mean, this is a horrible example because the iron mine is only a one-way thing. But let's see if I can think of a situation that I have already. Let's say we closed off this intersection here, this block here, but we don't want the iron trucks to come this way to go to, you know, to come around to Blue Science. And let's say Blue Science is like here. We only want the iron trucks to go this way to get there. Then we would need to put a one-way road in here going this way so that it didn't allow the trucks to come this way to go that way. So I mean, it's a little bit of a, you know, hopefully later situation, but we'll see how we're going to use those. But that's a nice addition to control traffic in the town, especially once we get down to, you know, things like these intersections where we're going to start controlling who can turn where anyway, or, you know, which directions can turn where anyway, and then we'll you know, having one-ways will help control that a little bit. Are you stockpiling? You are not, and you are not either. Okay, so it's somewhere between... Actually, looks like food might already be having a problem. Oxygen might be okay, so food might be kind of a 1-to-5 ratio. And oxygen might be a 1-to-6 ratio. Or they might just be both 1-to-5 and, you know, food is just a little bit behind on oxygen because of this one getting food later than the oxygen. At least maybe. So maybe we'll try for like a 1-to-6 and we'll see how that works out. So in that case, we need to have another oxygen processor. Atmosphere processor, sorry. Right name. Put that there. And we need another simple farm. That can go here. Not enough power in network 1. Okay. That we can fix. And as previously mentioned, we can't put these too close together. So I'm going to put it way the crap over here. Switch it to go that way. Right there. And then, of course, we need to have power poles connecting from here. Let's just do here. There. There we go. Power online. So now we have 60 megawatts total. Megawatts, right? I'm assuming. Yeah. And we're using 43. Okay, we can close that now. We solved it. And then let's start putting up some more habitats. And I'm just going to go ahead and spam them down, maybe? No, I'll just do 2 at a time. Do 2 at a time. That way we can kind of plan a little bit. I think that's the best idea. And also allows these to kind of build up a little bit of a buffer. Deliver everything we need. Yeah, there's Definitely this is a bug. I wonder if I should actually screenshot this and send that. I'll go ahead and screenshot it. And send that to the developers. There was an update today, Saturday, as I record this. And, sorry, I was reading this and I was like, what does that mean? Your city will be demoted to outposts if you have fewer than 4 level 2. I'm assuming that means level 2 or higher citizens. Yeah, must be. So we're going to, so I'm going to send that to the developers. There was an update today that fixed a couple of bugs with power connections and collisions, especially when saving and loading, which I haven't hit yet. And then item delivery was also apparently an issue in some cases. So they updated today for that, and we're going to, but I'm going to send this in just in case this is something that they might be interested in seeing. Okay, so we've filled up the oxygen mostly. The food's good. Comes the colony ship again, filling up our colonists. Are you buffering yet? Not yet. We're just making a crap ton of concrete right now. We have 1,400. That's good. We're going to need to have probably some more appliances pretty soon. Although they look like they still have a decent buffer. I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm letting science kind of be slow because we need to accomplish this anyway in order to break into this area. And we only have, you know, another 15, 30, 50 science to go. So if we get to the point where we're approaching the 300 population here, and then we're still struggling to finish up the science in settlement, then we can boost the science at that point. But I'd rather have the people available to set up new electronics factories and appliance factories so that we can keep moving with upgrading of, and of course, simple farms and oxygen or atmosphere processors as well. Okay, that's going well, I think. Alright, food is definitely stockpiling now. Oxygen is still not, which is interesting to me, because I would have expected it to be more stable first. But maybe it's just right behind food, or food is a higher ratio of houses, of habitats, than oxygen is. No, these didn't leave right away, so we are almost in stockpile mode now. Let's go ahead and set up 2 more habitats. And do I want to connect this road across? I don't think I necessarily do. This is supposed to have been just a little, like, T connection there, just to facilitate later grabbing of iron. So I think I'm going to do this to max distance-ish. There we go. Power those guys up. Yeah, and we're still not using the home appliances to their effect. And these probably all got drained out when I built those 2. They did. Yeah, oxygen's definitely more of a problem right now than food. So let's put up another atmosphere processor. Just because we might as well. I'm actually going to put it here. Let me see if I can sneak a road in here or if I have to move things around. Yes, I can. Let's put in... Yeah, let's put the atmosphere processor in right here. Okay, you made it to level 2. So now we should be getting some pink trucks coming along, or red trucks rather, coming along. And you still need to finish the upgrading. There you go. And we should have a few more red trucks coming. Yes, they are. Excuse me. We're up to 10 habitats now. This is kind of the, actually I think 12 will be the threshold for food. Maybe. We'll see. And oxygen should start building up now because we should have enough to handle maybe 15 habitats. Not sure. And as far as I can tell, there's no reason to worry about having a surplus of citizens. They will eventually all get used in some sort of a job, and the only negative is that they're consuming these three things. But we have plenty of people to work to make more of these three things, and we're fine. They kind of support themselves in a way. All right, we're 3 more left to fill up there. And how are you all doing? Okay, you didn't drive out right away. Neither did you. Neither of you guys. Alright, we are at stockpile mode, I think, now. Yes, we are. And we'll do 2 more habitats then. I must have a weird spacing issue someplace. There's a little bit of space there. Otherwise, these maybe I made some space here at the corners too. There's a little bit of extra here, or it could be an angle to the road that when I set it, I didn't set them exactly across from each other. And those immediately drain down. These immediately drain down because they went to stockpile this up. Yeah, oxygen's definitely seeming like it's on a lower level then. Although it's interesting that we still don't have a decent supply of carbon here, given how much oxygen or atmosphere we're actually processing now. Like it's just all getting dumped into here first, and then it goes here later. Immigration rate is still very high. That's good. I probably should put a crossroad in, just so that they can close the block with these. And maybe I want to put habitats along this side as well. Maybe we will close that block. Let's see. Let's go like here. Ah, we unlocked solar panels. This is where I was saying earlier about, you know, making the road segments have connections where you want the, like, maybe I want to go out to here, and then I can take this and it'll be at 90-degree angle, like that. You don't like that. Let's delete this road segment. And then I can take this one out to there. And then connect that up like that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Got a little bit of space, but that's okay. Okay, so we unlocked the solar panels. We can play with those in a moment. In the meantime, let's go ahead and unlock the improved wind turbine blades. And let's check our stats here. Still not stockpiled. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 12 right now. So if I'm right, then we are at stockpile mode just about with the farms. And these atmosphere processors should be able to start stockpiling. And it looks like they are oxygen. But we'll see how that maintains. Yeah, it looks like food is hitting first. Okay, let's play with the solar panels then, while we wait for that to kind of stabilize a little bit. So here under power, solar power plant. Oh, is that steel? That is steel. Okay, good. They require concrete and steel. So having unlocked the steel and being able to make some of that now is really good. These are huge, which is understandable. And I'm assuming they don't require a road connection. They don't appear to. So let's just place them out here someplace. Actually, let me get the snap here. There we go. Oh man, I keep doing the wrong rotation. There we go. Let's put them back here by the rocks. I think we'll put 2 down. See how much power these produce. 2 together, and then we can take a power plant or power pole rather out here like this. Oops, I made it. I know. Oh no. Here we go. Oh, it does cost to move things. Well, then stay there then. How are you not connected to a power network? Oh, duh. I know why. Not only that, but you have to take the power into the power plants. I guess I should have done it differently than that. There we go. So now we have power. We have lots of power. These produce 50 megawatts each. So we now have a ridiculous amount of power for the size of the colony we have. You folks are not stockpiling. And you are a little... oh, that one's doing a little bit more. So it's time to add a new farm. So we'll do that. And then we need to add... see, we're going to get... These are going to get up to, I would say... 15? Yeah. And these are maxed out at 12 together. So let's add a couple more habitats. Here. And then we'll put in a farm. And we might need to look at a power pole. Yes, we do. And I'm just going to put it right in here, actually. It's a good place for it. And then it needs to connect to something else. So we'll connect it across to there, down to here. Oh, that added a pole. Oh well, it's fine. Excuse me. So we should still have enough oxygen, and this food should provide us with plenty. Wind turbine blades are coming along nicely. There's only 15 science required for each of the, or each science required for those, so that makes some sense. Yes, the power line... Oh, actually, stop clipping. I thought it was clipping. How are we doing on appliances, by the way? We might be maxed out on appliances at some point here. Looks like we're doing okay, so maybe we're not maxed out just yet, but we're close. At a dozen for 2 of those. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet because they wouldn't have been able to get... Oh, maybe we are there. Although iron is presently a little bit of an issue. We might actually need to have more iron coming in. Yeah, we do. Okay, let's set up another iron mine. Put you right next to your neighbor here. Like that. It's not quite rotated at the same angle, but that's okay. That's good. That'll double our iron production. Yeah, we were actually starving out on iron here in the blue science. And it looks like we're actually producing enough carbon now. You've unlocked improved wind turbine blades. Adapts the wind turbine blades shape to the atmosphere. This leads to lower disturbance in the air, which lets you build wind turbines closer to each other. Nice. And the final science under settlement is concrete roads. We might be about ready to make another appliance delivery run, or appliance factory. I think food will be okay once it stabilizes. Because we were at the limit, and then I added 2 more before I added the food. So maybe, at least. We should be we should be at a buffer of 1 habitat worth of oxygen, which seems to be correct. There's a little bit of a buffer. I think food's going to be okay. But we might need to deal with the appliances next. Wish there was a sort of global stat of, hey, this is your average home appliance delivery to your city. So you may want to take a look at that kind of thing. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more appliances. Okay, let's build another electronics factory. Nope, it's here. We'll do them maybe across from each other. Or, no, maybe not. Because there's no power on that side of the road. You can go there. And then we can do a home appliances factory. Oh, there's a boost if we put them close enough together. Let's do this. That way we have room for a road in there, I hope. Can always move it though. If we don't, yeah, we do. Okay. Excuse me. Getting iron, you're getting copper. Copper is way good right now. Iron might still be trying to catch up a little. Yeah, it's still trying to catch up a little. But I think it'll be fine because we made it that far with just 1, so I think we'll be fine with what we added. Is food stockpiling yet? Not yet. So it looks like appliances are at about 6, maybe 7 each. Food we now know is at 5 each. And oxygen is at... No, I'm sorry. Food is at 6 each. Oxygen's at 5 each. 5 habitats each. Yeah, actually, these are going to have a problem here. They don't get some appliances soon. I think the appliances deliver to the nearest first. They keep the nearest full. Maybe not. Actually, don't know what their priorities are. I would think they would deliver to the lowest first. See where that truck's going. Into here. Okay, it did deliver to the lowest first. At least at the time the truck leaves the appliance factory. I think we're okay to add 2 more. And that it's 6, 12, 16. That's 1 too many for oxygen, if I'm correct. Let's add in 1 more of those. And you can handle 2 more habitats for food. And for appliances, I think. But I think we should also kind of kind of let this sit here, settle a little bit, and stabilize. I think what I'll do is I'll continue the work to upgrade or to increase our population here off camera between the episodes, and then when we return in the next episode, I will have hopefully up to nearly 300. I think I'll try to make it so that I can finish on camera, just so we can see the next level unlock. In that time, we'll also have concrete roads unlocked, so we'll be able to explore those. Before we leave, though, let's take a look at this. Yeah, that is a lot smaller of a circle. You can see here, because these were touching, and now I can almost fit another wind turbine in the middle. So, and I can definitely almost fit one in the middle here. So yeah, that's a market improvement. And we'll see what we'll take a look at that in the next episode, or take a look at the new stuff in the next episode, and we'll work our way into the small town unlocks. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.